Let's do
All
this.
righty. Hello, everybody. Welcome to SBG News and Views with Robert Imbrelli and Louis Herms. And yes, the screen may look a little different today, but that is on purpose. We are rebels. We are crazy. We are wild. So here's what's going on today. Today is all about we the people. We're going to have a short show, about 45 minutes. And you are invited, if you're watching live right now, right after we cover the news for about 3 minutes, you can come on live with us. You can just say hi, speak what's on your mind. We'll probably limit to about 2 minutes, so anybody else that comes on will have a chance. And come enjoy the process with us because this is We the People Day. So let's get going with the news, Robert.
It is,
My
and
buddy.
and I will tell you, my lip sync is going to be off just the way we're doing this, so I know about it. You have to bear with us for today on that one. Yeah,
Yes, sir. All right. So
we talk
just
about a
nothing.
boat today, right?
Nah, there's nothing going on in the news. Again, it's just a mild boring day. I'm just really getting sick of it being so boring. Oh, wait.
Wait a
I'm
minute. What are
sorry.
you talking about?
Wait. I think there is P. Diddy's probably still in the news. I think they're on the hunt for P. Diddy.
Yeah.
I believe there was something about the Julian Assange extradition and
Mm-hmm.
Vince. Wait. Oh, wait. And there's is this not the first day that True Social is on NASDAQ? That's it, right?
Yep. No,
Oh,
there's more.
a big boat took down the bridge in Baltimore. What the hell is going on? Maybe the big boat took down the bridge in Baltimore because Julian Assange, Prince Harry, and True Social going live today on NASDAQ. Wow. What a wild world we live in. So let me I'll start off with a couple things and real quick I'll end with the boat deal. And if you guys want to hear detail on this stuff, I actually Ethan Lucas and I were on Nicholas Veniamin today. But before you go watch his after this, you may want to hang tight on whatever channel you're watching. You know why? Because we have a special interview. Ethan Lucas, Louis Herms, and Steve Scott from Neumi, and he's got some really interesting information coming out. So we're going to jump off here in about 45 minutes, and we're going to redo all the things we need to do on this channel, and then we'll be right back up 5 to 10 minutes later. So this is going to be a fun day for y'all, and let's get started. So I think you guys are all should be pretty familiar with the P Diddy arrest. Puff Daddy, Sean Combs, P Diddy. I think he has another name. I believe he's out of the country, which is interesting. I don't know if that was on purpose that they raided his house when he's out of the country, or just happened to be this was the time for them to do that. Okay, I'm excited for We the People because they're finally taking down these uh these criminals. But real quick, P Diddy, I'm just going to put it in a box. I believe this will be the part two of Epstein Island, and I think it will be a lot worse, a lot worse. And I believe a lot of these people are already out there and they're saying names. That being said, I am concerned that it's being run through the Southern District of New York and using lawfare against actual patriots. So this may be a way that they corral this so it's just P. Diddy and a couple of his cronies, and everybody else is, 50 years until we release those names type of BS.
Yep.
So
Same
that's what I
story
would,
again. Yep.
yeah, that's what I would pay attention to. And nobody's talking about that, but right here we are. We first were to call it that. Watch out for the Southern District of New York because that could be scandalous there. All right. Next up, of course, Prince Harry is named in a lawsuit. We go into more detail on this on Nicholas Veniamin, but it's a $30 million lawsuit, and people say, well, why is it a civil lawsuit? Well, in California, for example, I can speak about that. The in many, many cases.
Right.
So a lot of people find it safe harbor in California, Los Angeles, places like that, because they know they can, if they can run out the time, the worst case scenario is a civil lawsuit. So uh, just be aware of that. Um, Today, I heard that True Social is now trading on NASDAQ. I haven't had a chance to check on that, but that's interesting news. And then let's get to.
Oh, you know the ticker symbol too, right?
No, what is it?
DJT.
Is it really?
Yep.
Oh, that's got to make
That's going to be an easy one to remember.
So the people with TDS, Trump derangement syndrome, are constantly going to try to short that stock. This is going to be fun to watch. So I will pay attention to that, guys. But
Yep.
we got to get rolling here as promised. Real quick on Julian Assange, just a quick update. He kind of staved off extradition, let's say for now. The UK court, the two judges gave the United States 3 weeks more to assure that he's not going to be treated as a political prisoner, and he has First Amendment rights. And they're making up all these stories of why we need him in the U.S. So that's what's going on. But it really pushed it back 3 weeks. That's about the crux of that right now. So it's kind of a nothing story today. All right. And then there was that weird thing where a big, huge cargo ship hit the bridge in New Orleans. I'm sorry, New Orleans.
New Orleans. Wait, where are you?
Hey, sorry, Katrina flashback.
Yeah.
So yeah, it hit it in Baltimore. And what's interesting about this, the bridge fell. Everybody knows this by now, I'm sure. But I was reading a lot of posts. One post is, so it's a Chinese company. It doesn't look like it is to me. And they said this is planned and so on and so forth. Maybe. I will say that this bridge cuts off virtually all major materials that travel into Baltimore in regards to chemicals, gas, things like that. They're only allowed to go over this bridge and not the other ones unless they have a permit. So that could knock to 12 to 20% of the economy out in Baltimore. I don't think that's what happened or why. It may have been hacked because there's video out there showing that the lights are turned off 2 or 3 times, which means the power went off on the boat right before it hit. It wasn't in a shipping lane. But let me clarify some records of a bunch of falsehoods that are out there. I don't even think there was one evergreen container on there. So just stop with the evergreen stuff. It was not an evergreen container ship.
Right.
And a lot of people are showing videos showing that there were demolition explosions on the bridge. Okay, let me clarify something so you know. And I believe there was demo on the towers of 9/11. I do not believe there was demo on this bridge. And here's why. What happens, if anybody's familiar, when high voltage cables get compromised, they spark. Right?
Right.
Every section where these people are saying, oh, that's demolition, it's where there's a break and then the cable stretches and sparks, not vice versa. And it's a spark. It's not a demo blast. These are electric sparks if you really look into it. So again, stop buying the Patriot hype. Stop forwarding things. Pay attention, and you're going to see these type of things. I will say, and I investigated, there was a rumor that this bridge was taken down exactly 17,170 calendar days after it was opened. I went there, I did the math and everything, and hey, that one looks like it's true. So that is very interesting, because there's your 1717. That's a full update of the news as fast as I possibly can go. Robert Imbrielli, let's bring on some guests.
Well, we have Tom in the waiting room, so let's bring Tom on.
Cool.
Tom. He's connecting. There he is. Hey, Tom. Is
Hello,
he muted?
Tom.
Tom might be muted.
You're on mute.
Yeah, he's muted. Unmute yourself, Tom.
Yeah.
There you are.
There he is.
Look at that.
How you doing?
all my lack of glory.
That's right. You're live and famous right now. Folks, this is about We the People. So I'm trying to find the link right now, and I'll post it in my chat.
I just did, Lewis. It's in there.
Oh, did you?
Yep.
Can you post it
Hello,
again?
Robert.
Because people are flying by and not seeing it, I think.
Okay, I'll post it again.
Thank you, sir.
Tom, what do you have for us? What question do you have for us?
Oh my
Or
God.
comment.
A lot of comments after this morning's activity, trying to put it together with all the P. Diddy stuff. Is it a distraction from what was going on? Allowing HSI to go in and clean up the place for no one ever to see what was in there, or are they actually going to collect it and keep it and utilize it for the betterment of
That's a good comment.
people?
Yeah.
So, as I mentioned, I don't have faith in the HSI
Right.
that we currently have. Now, maybe they're doing good work now. I don't know, but they actually started to division, like it's a huge part of what they do now. But your comment is brilliant, because one of my concerns is not only that this is in the Southern District of New York, but you're right, HSI or a bad entity can come in, wrap up all the evidence, make sure nobody sees it. But you know what else they can do? Now they can take that evidence and they can compromise other people,
Right.
and get them to do their bidding. So this is I'm not all rosy and peaches about this at the moment. We're going to have to dig into this. This may backfire on us dramatically, but I hope it's the first of many exposures, because there's a lot going on there, and I certainly think it's even worse than Epstein Island. I have no evidence of that, but just on some digging I did months ago on this, I would kind of lean that direction.
Yeah, I mean, it's all coming out. The question is, we really don't know who's doing what. So it's all, opinion at this point and intuition.
Yep.
So we just don't know.
Yep.
You
Totally get it.
But something's going on, that's for sure.
But it was a brilliant move if you're trying to shut down DC, right? Because that bridge blocks all the shipping lanes, so nothing goes in, nothing goes out. Right? It was really well planned. And it's going to take them a while to get the debris out of the way. They can get that. See you, Sierra. To get that stuff out of the way so ships can move again. So DC is cut off literally at this point from importing or exporting anything.
Right. So it's just another place like Long Beach where you got containers of materials that we need that are unable to get in.
Right.
That's the other thing I worry about,
Yep.
Well, I could see this both ways. I could see this as a black hat operation. I could also see it as the good guys doing this, right, to cut off DC. So we're not quite sure yet. There's a lot to be said. That ship, you saw the lights go on, the lights go off, could very well have been hacked, the navigation system. These captains that are on these ships are very, very skilled. They're on the water all the time. They're not going to hit a bridge. They're just not going to do that. That's right. You know what I mean? So something went horribly awry in that system. Well, and whether or not it was attacked from the outside, a cyber attack, we don't know.
Well, who knows? It was out of its shipping lane from the beginning. Yeah. So that's something to pay attention to. So it was definitely intentional. The question was, it intentional on the captain's side, or was it intentional from a hacker?
Right.
Or maybe somebody took the bridge.
Right. But that's why I don't think it would be a.
I don't see this as a white hat operation at all. Not in the least bit. Didn't even cross my mind. And here's the other reason why. It's because immediately that was the thought out there, because it cuts off DC, but it only cuts off the shipping to DC. There's two other major bridges that are more used going across the river into DC. So I'm leaning towards not a white hat operation. Hey guys, Tom, you can stay on here, but I want to make sure other people get a chance to come on.
Looks like Joey G has joined us.
Yes.
Lewis?
Yes, sir.
Could it also be something where they're testing it out And if it works there, they may try it somewhere else that might be more meaningful.
Yeah, I hope not, and I'm certainly not going to manifest that, but it was a concern.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool.
Joey G's in the house.
Joey!
Hey,
Tom, how you doing? We got silver-haired guys on today.
Silver-haired guys, that's right. I used to be like that. Hey, y'all, real quick, if you're in the chat, just go to your chat right now. If you want to join us, come on, say hi, ask a question, or give us your thoughts. We're going to be on for about another half hour, and I just posted the link in my chat. I'm sure Robert has it in his as well right now also. So, Joey, what's on your mind, sir?
Wow.
There he is.
Loaded question,
huh? A lot of stuff going down.
Yep.
Bizarre, weird, upside down stuff, as usual. All those things that happened yesterday and over the past 24 hours. Good thing, Trump came up with $175 million out of his wallet, which was nice. I hope he made it rain.
That's
good Lord. Of course the phone's going to ring. Let me kill it.
I just hope he paid everybody in $1 bills. I know people would prefer pennies, but you know that's going to be truckloads. That would cost Trump a lot of money. So let's just go with $1 bills, and have him count that stuff.
Yeah.
Well, they probably wanted euros. Who knows? You know.
Yeah.
Worth a little more. Yeah. No, bizarre things with that bridge. It just looked strange. How the video ran, at least the one I saw. The film was speeding up and slowing down. It was hard to get a good idea of what was going on, but at one point it looked like the cars were speeding by pretty well, and it looks like just before the thing hit the abutment or whatever happened there. I'm not sure.
Joey, that was the guys who made the video. They sped it up because the ship takes a long time, is running really slow. So they sped it up, then they slowed it down just before it hit. So I think they were doing
sense.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, that made sense. That's what it looked like. But it's just odd that it seemed to go past the thing, and then the butt end of the boat swung around and looked like maybe it hit it. I don't know. It just looked odd. And then people were talking about some flashes. First to use this stuff either. So. I'm a copycat, so got to do it.
Hey, there you go. That's why you look so young, Joey.
Right. Look at so we get a free plug from Joey G on Neumi.
I love it. We're gonna have to have him on more often.
I always wanted to be on The View, Lewis, so here I
am. So just click the link below. Thank you, Robert. I'm Joey. All right.
You and Robert, Lewis.
What's that?
That was almost as good as you and Robert.
No, he was smooth, wasn't he?
He was smooth, exactly.
He's been practicing that all day.
I'm learning from the other silver-haired guy up on my upper left-hand corner.
I love it.
You want to bring in our next guest that's been standing by?
Oh, look, we have Terry's in here too. This is cool. We have someone, Rafferty. Why don't you introduce yourself? Tell us who you are. Oh, you have to unmute yourself so we can hear you.
You got to unmute.
There we go.
There we go.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
This is Rob and Anita Ferry.
We
have a water issue, as does the rest of the United States, for both potable water and wastewater. This has also been brought up by Benjamin Fulford and a few others. This has been an act of war. This has been an act of treason, actually, in water, or heavy metals in the water, drinking water. Another one, who is the daughter of a friend of ours, she got it. Our friend, his doctor, took the little girl, gave her some compound med, and pulled that manganese right out of her. The others are either in the hospital. I'm sure some of them are going to die. And one of our friends has he needs help a lot. And to take care of his daughter, this young lady comes over and helps him. She got the damn manganese poisoning as well. What manganese does is gives you Parkinson's symptoms for the rest of your life. Your body's going to shake and your brain will shake. This young lady grabbed her fists around her mother's blouse, shook her violently, and so she's in the hospital being treated for a psych problem. It's not a psych problem. It's manganese. What manganese is a very large metallic iron or metallic ion or metal. And on the outside orbital, there's only 2 electrons. Trouble is, it wants at least 16 more. It goes for the free electrons in your body. That's the nervous system and then the brain. If you taste a copper taste and a metallic taste along with it, you've got about 48 hours at the best to get it out of your system. Otherwise, you get those symptoms.
I'm going to pipe in here. This is Anita. What's going on now? I guess mainly I wanted to pop on here to see if anybody has any suggestions as to what to do. We live in the state of Vermont, which is extremely corrupt, from the town right on up. We've tried to have tests taken for our water. Other people have taken tests. Nobody can get their results back. And it seems like 2 people, one was they were both prominent people in the area, and they were trying to do something about this water too, and they were really raising a ruckus.
And they're gone.
Because they were being too forceful and vocal about this. Town doesn't want to admit it. This has been going on for over a month. The town won't even notify the people that are on the water system. So in the meantime, all these kids and the parents now, because nobody is aware of it. We try to let people know, but without proof. They're kind of like, well, yeah, can you prove to us? Well, we can't really, because
Let me jump in real quick. Because we have to give fair time to all our guests.
Yeah, I hear you.
It's only fair. But I do have a quick question, and then I have a suggestion. If in the manganese poisoning, is it only if you drink the water orally, or can you absorb it through your skin also? Or is they finding that to be an issue?
No, to get manganese through your skin would be pretty tough. It would be tied up.
So it's drinking the water.
It's drinking the water.
Okay, so the first solution would be to make sure nobody's drinking the water, correct?
Yeah, basically.
But as far as our town concerned, they say 100%. Well, 100% of what? Shit.
Yeah. It's
the way you see that. If you've got it, you can open up your mouth, let someone else look down your throat, and you'll see bunches of little razor cuts, sometimes bigger ones.
Right.
That allows the manganese to get into your blood. Once it's in your blood, you're going to taste that copper metallic taste.
But clearly, we would like to get to people before they get it in their body. If you want a suggestion, which includes work, maybe not for you, but somebody you know, is I would do in the area a flyer operation where you put the information on a flyer and you warn everybody about their water that you don't consider it drinkable due to the case. In addition to that, I would contact Kevin Hoyt in Vermont.
We already have.
Okay. Has it gotten back to you?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we had one podcast already.
Okay, guys, I got to move on, and I love
about
the story. It's just not fair to other people waiting. In fact, I think we lost one, didn't we, Robert?
Yeah, one popped off. Yeah.
That's too bad.
Okay.
Okay. So the one that says Wirecast is that. So Terry popped off, huh?
Terry popped off. Wirecast is that's how we're bringing it into the system.
Cool.
Yeah.
Folks, I do appreciate you bringing the story here, and I will personally, I'm going to write it down right now. I'm going to do some follow up on that. Because they are poisonous anywhere they can, and they don't really care. So.
This is happening insane. All over.
Yeah, it's not just you, and it's a big problem everywhere.
Okay, I appreciate that.
Wow.
So, Tom, you were trying to say something. I thought I overheard you.
Oh no, I was listening, just shaking my head, but these are desperation moves. So that makes me feel more like maybe we're getting toward the end of them.
Hopefully.
Yep, I agree.
But still, it's not very nice to hear.
Nope. Hey, folks, if you want to pop in and say something, you have a question or a suggestion, or bring a good story like the referees brought, just click on the link in the chat right now. It's a link. It's a web link. You literally can come on. This is about We the People today, and we've got about
20 more minutes.
Left. Yes. Hey, Terry, how are you? Terry, can you hear me? If Terry can't hear me, that's not good, because then I'm going to have to sing, and then everybody's going to drop off.
Yeah. No, she's unmuted, so yeah, she's not hearing us for some reason. Haha, there you are. Nope.
We see Terry, but we don't hear Terry.
We don't hear her. We want to hear that voice.
It's connecting to audio. There we go. And unmute Terry, and you're good to go. Okay. Are you on?
Yeah.
Yay!
I needed Nikola Tesla's help to get through this.
Hey, tech support.
How are you, Terry?
I just call on Nikola Tesla when I need help to get through.
That's right. How's your animal you're dealing with?
And I'm like, I hear myself and you guys. So I don't know if y'all hear 5 of me or 2.
Just one.
Well, I hear one of you.
Yeah.
The one. God, this is driving me nuts. Sorry, I'm gonna leave one.
Oh, you're probably hearing an echo, which has got to be annoying for you. Yeah, and make sure you shut down the rumble too.
Oh, that was my issue.
Yep.
I didn't do that.
You got 2 things running, right?
Okay.
You got it?
Yay!
Cool.
Nikola, thank you, my friend.
So what's on your mind today?
I did, and I think now I hear you on. I just wanted to send my love to all of you.
Oh, we appreciate that.
That's the best
it.
message today. That's so sweet. Thank you. Thank you very much. We love you.
Definitely a false flag on the bridge thing in the boat.
You think so?
But, without Joey in high heels and the Buckster and all of you guys, and
I can put them on if you want.
So anyway, you guys are
Oops.
and Lewis, so my 3-legged dog is doing good. The one that I was rehabbing, we were able to save his leg, and I think he's going to be adopted next week.
Oh,
wow.
Congratulations. That's
So
awesome.
that's, yeah.
I know a lot of people in chat were praying for you too. So
I know. That's why I just had to show this scallywag face.
you're awesome. Well, we appreciate you a lot, Terry. And
Yeah.
let's bring on real quick somebody
And I'll
else.
tell you what, if I gave some of it,
No, go ahead. There's just a delay, I think, on your side, Terry. Go ahead.
and my if I gave my coon hound some of that Pet 24 food, he'd be barking all day long and hunting. So I just love you guys beyond.
Yeah.
I think so too.
Robert was just telling me a story about Trumper, and it's almost becoming annoying, isn't it, Robert?
It's yeah, he does not want to stay inside. He just wants to go out and hunt gophers all day. We're not even feeding him because he doesn't want the food. He's like, I'm getting gophers. He got 3 today. I've never seen a cat get 3 gophers in one day.
That's awesome.
Unreal.
So let's bring on our buddy
Master Baggy.
and he's He does amazing work. His name is Eric. I don't know if he wants to give his screen name or not. He's like, yeah. So this is the master baggie that you see, folks. Now you can put a face to the one that is booting you from our chat.
Oh,
What's up, brother?
My apologies if I got somebody by accident.
I know you do a great job.
And I'm going to bring in this in. So Joey's got the spray and I've got the liquid. So we're all called up tonight, right?
awesome.
That's hilarious. Joey's going to come back with the hers. You watch.
That's off limits for me. I stop right here at the liquid and maybe the spray, but that's it.
That's it.
Eric, how you doing, brother?
Good. How are you?
He's got the hers. Oh no, he does have it.
Phenomenal.
Question for you. So I'm not sure if you recall a few weeks back, maybe last month, when Cat Williams sat down with Shannon Sharp and pretty much laid a lot of things out on the line for a lot of people in Hollywood, and he chose to take a different path, and he even exposed some people who chose to wear the dress, get the movies, pretty much sell their soul, and that started an exposure. Do you think this is part of the unraveling for people like P. Diddy and maybe people in the future?
I would hope so. My only concern is this could be a way that they're trying to get everything together to prevent somebody from seeing it, and then they're going to use P. Diddy as a scapegoat, just the way they used Harvey Weinstein. Like, there should have been tons of people that got arrested because of the Harvey Weinstein, but no, they focused on him, and all the other evidence just seemed to disappear.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we have history of that. I'm definitely an optimist, so I don't hope that's happening, but I'm also fully aware that that could be part of it. Now, I will say something that just hit me. Did you say he interviewed with Shannon Sharp?
Yes.
Okay, this could be a big deal. Here's why. We understand there's a couple of football players, NASCAR, boxers, MMA people that are coming out against the establishment.
Right.
So Shannon Sharp's brother was Sterling Sharp. Sterling Sharp got in a lot of trouble. Sterling Sharp had a massive knee injury, right? He healed twice as fast as anybody in history before that known in the NFL or any other major sports has ever healed from that. And he came out publicly and talked about his protocol. And his protocol was stretching through the scar tissue, right? Which means you heal twice as fast, means you use half as much of the meds. You use the doctors half as much.
Hey.
So it's a big hit toward Big Pharma when he proved that you can heal from these things. Now, it's excruciatingly painful, he said, but he would feel the scar tissue and he would just push right through it. So it's the scar tissue that's been preventing the healing or slowing down the healing factor. He had more movement and more strength than that after his surgery and after his personal rehab than before. And of course, next thing you know, he can't talk about it anymore, which is part of the establishment. So it's interesting that his brother is exposing this with Cat Williams, because I do believe there's a connection, a vein that goes through the entertainment business of good people trying to expose, and they all seem to have a similar connection, which is very interesting to me.
Yeah, I just think he walked away. I'm just being topical. I think Shannon just pretty much walked away from the NFL and has his own platform, and he interviews a lot of people. But he said when he and Kat started talking before they came on the set, he said they just told him to go ahead and start rolling because Kat had so much information about all this exposure. And Kat even said at one time they're coming after his kids to get to him because he chose not to follow that route that everybody else was following in Hollywood.
Well, interesting enough, and you were aware of this, I believe, and not everybody else was. When I was running the Truth Tour, we got several warnings that they were going to come after me and my wife, but not directly. indirectly, they were going to go after people that were working with the Truth Tour, their husbands, their wives, their kids, to be as disruptive to our operation as possible.
Yep.
Which hindsight looks like that's what happened. So we did a lot of praying and good spiritual work to get through that. But it was crazy. I mean, most people know I was poisoned 2 times. I don't know if I've told all the stories, but I don't have time to go into it now. But a lot of love to you, Eric. You're one of my favorites. You work so hard. You and I text every once in a while, and you're just a great guy.
I appreciate all of you.
We're running short on time, so let's get. And speaking of short, let's bring on Alan Fountain.
There's a segue for you.
I love that. Y'all are great. I got in here a little late, so I missed a variety of the comments. What I just want to say is, from an optimistic point of view, going back over my 10 years of witnessing this journey, Lewis has often said every war has never been won without infiltration. Mm-hmm. I've had a hard time navigating my personal journey for this very reason, but I use my intuition, my vessel to discern the vibration of events and where we are. I know Lewis just his opinion right now is it doesn't appear white hat. We may not say white hat. It might be a vanilla hat event where I'm looking at this like we know that Joe Biden has to appear to be legitimate to the masses, as everything happening is his responsibility. Those of us that have been in this for a long time, we believe that the white hat and the alliance and Trump has some influence and control. I'm seeing so many things diverging. It's my discernment that this is a swamp draining move that is going to either play into the movie. There was very minimal people on the bridge. They were able to stop the bridge before traffic came. They minimized the casualty of life. The people that's working on the bridge could have been Navy SEALs. There's all these things that that could help it with a false flag. My thing is that we've always alluded to that there could be potentially arrest, sting operation of the deep state. This could be a setup of containing traffic for that event to happen in the future, so that when they get some of the low-hanging fruit that might not have been important for the clemency deals at the top line, this could be a part of that. I'm trying to stay in the higher vibration, optimism. The Patriots are winning. I could do a debate on pros and cons of both sides and equally come up with supporting documents, but there's more supporting evidence for a white hat win. Right. And so I'm going with this as a vanilla event that is not to reflect on Trump or the white hats, but is part of the movie, but is part of the winning of the war. That's my take.
Now, although my gut doesn't tell me it's a white hat, I'm going to give you some support here. In war in general, one of the most common things to do is take out bridges. And what they do, if they're good guys, historically, and I've done a little bit, not like studying, but I've really read into this a little bit. They do try to, right before the explosion, they try to clear the bridge as much as possible to mitigate the loss of life. So that is something that they do, Alan, and I would agree. I've noticed that the traffic seemed to stop right before the barge actually hit.
It was also 3 a.m. over there.
It was, but the traffic was kind of continuous, and then the next thing you know, you can see it kind of wane, and then it hit. So,
but they radioed in a warning, so they were able to stop the traffic via the warning of the boat captain.
Okay, good.
So, but another thing that I was going to say is, I'm optimistic that it's because we have tunnels. We know that we're not worried about the supply chain. There's tunnels under the ground everywhere. So a supply chain could be opened up if we're in control for supplies. So the fear of us not having supplies, et cetera, could be mitigated by the underground tunnel system. So this is why I'm sticking with optimism.
Yeah, it could, but that bridge was primarily for things that would be considered hazardous waste. which in order to put it through a tunnel, there's like a 30-day permit. Now, obviously, in a case like this, they would shorten their permit probably to 48 hours, you would assume.
Yeah, I'm meaning like for food supply and things of that nature, where people might be being frightened of loss of food.
That shouldn't be affected too much because this bridge is mainly used for, toxic, hazardous chemicals and things like that. Great information. Hey, we're about ready to close out, but there's somebody lovely that just entered the chat, and we have to give her an opportunity. This is Carol Maureen Friesen, which is amazing, and you have an amazing institute in Costa Rica.
Yes, when you all coming down.
Oh, you don't know how often my wife asks me that question.
Yeah. Well, I'll set up a retreat just for our Truth Tour people. So.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I wanted to say hello, and sorry I haven't been on very much lately because I've been on a 14-day training, and I just went first time deep sea fishing. So caught lots of tuna and a little bit sunburnt. But and I'm just wondering, are we doing our New Year's party?
We're pushing the New Year's party. Thank you very much. Because it's a Lewis problem. Lewis is very busy, and Lewis is traveling like crazy. So I'd get back in town April 15th. So I think Robert will probably do it April 20th. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, it's got to be on a Saturday. I was to get the biggest audience then.
This will be the biggest Truth Tour of all times. Interesting enough, I believe New Year's Eve just happens to fall on Easter this year.
Yeah,
so
interestingly enough, huh?
I know. And those of you watching going, is he crazy? New Year's Eve? Well, we'll have to explain that on another day.
Yeah.
Carol, thank you for dropping by. Do you have anything else for us?
Well, I wanted, call Alan on something. He was supposed to send me his address so I can send some honey. And if I can't get Alan's address, I'll send it to Lewis. So we really wanted to get him some honey.
He's giving you the thumbs up. So
well, tell you what, it was Alan that made me harvest the Mariola bees right on my property, and it's super strong. So hopefully it'll help him out because I hadn't harvested for 3 years.
Wow,
really?
So yeah. So
I'm having eye problems. Thank you, Carol. I appreciate it.
Very special. I gave you my email, so just get me your address. I'll get it to you as soon as possible.
And Alan, if you're in another undisclosed location, she can send it to me, and I'll find you. I'll track you down.
That would be great.
Yeah, that's what I thought. If he's moving around.
Yep.
Thank you.
All right. Cool. Well, Carol, that's awesome. Folks, anybody want to chime in real quick? We got about 2 minutes, and for those of you that are watching this right now, at 4 o'clock Pacific, 7 o'clock Eastern, we will be simulcasting a special event with Ethan Lucas, Stephen Scott, and myself, Lewis Herms, on this channel and any other channel you're watching right now.
Tonight? Is that tonight?
Can I do
that's it's going to start in 13 minutes.
Oh, wonderful. Wow.
So Robert and I have to scramble and do things to our channel to make it happen, but we're going to make it happen. We always do.
Yep.
It's great to see it.
Oh, sorry, Tom. Go.
The chat, too.
Yeah. This is fun, guys. We'll do this again. We call it the We the People Hour. The reality is, without all you and people in chat and people watching this right now, we are not winning this war. With you, we've already won it. So just stay focused, stay positive. God has us. Learn how to manifest, and you will see miraculous results. Folks, we love you. We appreciate you. And we're out for now, but come back in a few minutes to the same channel, and you will absolutely
trust the plan.
Trust the plan. Plan is we the people, Joey. You know that, right?
That's from Alan last year at the San Diego. Got to do this one too.
There we go.
There we go.
Love it. Wow.
Cheap promos, boy. I'm cheap.
Good to see you, Tom. Too. I haven't seen Tom for a while, so yeah.
He's outspraying us, Lewis. He's outspraying us. Do you see this? Do you see what's going on here?
We can't allow that. We cannot allow that.
We need to catch up here. Come on.
Thank you, Alan.
All right. Well, we've got some housekeeping to do, folks. We'll be back in about 10 minutes on this channel. If you're watching it recording, you can just come back to this channel. Folks, we appreciate everybody. We've got this. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.